Bro. Lumber. Star City McGee right off. Star City McGee right off. We our young guys. That's what makes it. I can see it as a coach of us getting better every week now, and the thing that to answer your question, Putnam played great. We still could have played better, and so if we get Andre going, if we get AJ going, man, we got a chance to get our secondary going, and we really. I'm hoping they rise from this. Good luck. A moment.
Warren is in. There. 3130.
Your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but your animals. Complete line of feed. There. And buildings. Highway 63 North in Warren. Go. How do you choose? In Southeast Arkansas. What's the difference between you call it trucks, heating it?
Got to win to and played here tonight.
Yes, it does. And really came out of the Warren, Star City, DeWitt, and McGee are in good shape.
They're all. That's the top four right now.
Right now,
they were in the games, but a break here, a break there didn't go their way. They've got a senior quarterback, I believe is a senior. Let me make sure
yes.
on that. Yeah,
Bowman.
See, no, he's just a junior listed here.
Is he? Okay.
He had an injury a couple of games into it, and he's back.
Messed up elbow,
and since then, I think they won their last two ball games to coming into this game. I have to look and make sure on that, but they did win 2 weeks ago when they had the week off. Every team in the 8-4A has a week off.
Right.
Warren's was back early. Monticello's was this week. Star City's is the very last week of the season. So, and then you go back and look at McGee. They had the first 2 weeks off of the season. But every team, the way the conference is now with 9 teams, there's an off week in there for everybody to lay off. And we head toward postseason play. I need to remind you that deer season opened a week ago. Muzzleload season did, and Harold's Processing is open again out on the old Camden Road. Daniel Robinson is open from 8 to 8. If you need a deer process, if you get lucky and kill a deer, then where to harvest a deer and tag it, you can take it out there to Harold's Processing on the Old Camden Road, located at 1826 and a half Old Camden Road. They can clean it, process it, pack it, store it, have it ready for you to put in the freezer or ready for you to cook. But that's Harold's Processing. Give him a call at 820-0795, and he's also opened back up the meat counter. And he has steaks, appetizers, going to have shrimp, lobster tails, crab legs. Boy, crab legs may be hard to get. I saw on the news this week where they're banning the season, closed the season up in Alaska.
Yes.
On snow crab. So they're not going to have that. But crab legs, but I bet Daniel will have some out there. And all the fixings to go along with them. So go check it out. That's Harold's Processing out on the Old Camden Road, 1826 and a half Old Camden Road, 820-0795. Is his number. David, let's talk what you got to talk about.
Well, let's talk about our conference. Start with, we got McGee at Dumas tonight, a big game for McGee. They need a win to stay up around third place. Star City's at Hamburg, not that big a ball game. Star City should coast. Crossett's at Helena. For one, either Crossett or Helena to stay in the playoff hunt, the winner will be still in the hunt. The loser's probably done. And then Warren and Monticello, DeWitt has the bye this week. But you look at this Monticello team, they've got a good running back, John Tavian Lambert. He's a 5'9", 160-pound senior. Their best defensive back is a kid by the name of Zavarius Johnson. He's a 6', 180-pound senior, and he plays defense. He'll play a little wide receiver. Their best wide receiver and Bowman's favorite target is Jaquarius Rhodes. He's 5'9", 165 pounds. He's averaging around 97 yards a ball game.
I'd say he is his favorite receiver.
He's going to be targeted a lot. And, of course, Bowman is your quarterback. Should something happen to Bowman, they're in good shape. The kid that came in after Bowman got hurt, Ty Guthrie, a sophomore, and he looked really good. So their defense is stronger than you think they are from the record. The problem is the offense has left them on the field too long.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Warren's secondary is probably going to be tested. Coach Embry alluded to that if he was watching film against Warren, he would plan to work on the passing game. Throwing the football, because the defense has really done a good job the last 2 weeks on running teams that we have seen, especially with DeWitt last week. Did a good job on them, even though they tried to throw it around some.
They stuffed everybody's running game. People have struggled to run against the Lumberjacks.
And we'll see what the secondary can do here tonight for the Lumberjacks. American Shifty Corporation has been around since 1971, fixing big truck transmissions and rear ends, and they are located at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. If you're in the trucking business, the logging business, heavy equipment operator, you need to know these numbers. American Shifty Corporation, 501-945-0878 is a direct number, or you can call Michael Adair, and he can get somebody to your shop or wherever you're broke down, pick up the parts, get them to their shop, and get them fixed, and then back to you. That's 870-820-2028 is Michael Adair's number. Again, they've grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builder in the country. Number one, Wash and Shine, Thomas Miller and his crew, located there on South Main Street in Warren. If you need your car cleaned up, hey, give them a call. They're open 7 days a week. They'll come pick up and deliver it back to you, just like they have for all these years. 870-820-2171 is their number. They can clean up your car, your truck, your boat, your RV, your camper, whatever you want cleaned up. They'll do it, and they'll detail it and do a great job too. That's number one, Wash and Shine. Proud to have them back on as a sponsor again this year for Lumberjack football. All right, David, you looked at the conference just a moment ago, and McGee and Dumas is playing. That's the Ag Bowl.
Ag Bowl down there.
Here we've got the Saline River Shootout. This used to be rivalry week.
Yes.
But since the conference has changed around, that's not quite the case.
Yeah.
You got Star City playing at Hamburg. Star City should win that one. I'm going to go ahead and predict McGee a winner tonight, Star City a winner tonight. go out on a limb and say Warren a winner tonight here. And then who was the other game we had? Crossett and Helena. I predict Crossett.
I think I'd go with Crossett.
With that. We'll see how it works out here tonight. We got time for one more commercial break, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's ball game right after this timeout.
Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin, or call 226-6511.
With high gas prices and groceries up, are you looking for ways to save so you can afford those and your normal bills? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Hi, my name is Patrick with Built-in Insurance Agency, and we can save you a lot of money on your home and auto policies. Rates have recently went down without sacrificing any coverages. So let us quote your insurance to see how much we can save you. Just give us a call at 352-2155 or come see me in Built-in Insurance located at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce. Built-in Insurance supports the Lumberjacks, and we're excited for another great year of Lumberjack football. Go Jacks!
Re-elect Representative Jeff Wardlaw. Jeff Wardlaw is 100% pro-life, a strong defender of our gun rights, a true common-sense conservative. Re-elect Representative Jeff Wardlaw. Let's keep him defending our rights at the Arkansas State Capitol. Vote on Tuesday, November 8th. Paid for by the Wardlaw Campaign. Greg Reef is asking for your vote for mayor of Warren in the November 8th general election. Greg Reef is a lifelong resident of Warren. He graduated from Warren High School and the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Greg Reef has an extensive background in Warren municipal government and private business. Greg Reef desires to serve the citizens of Warren by working with the Warren City Council to sustain basic city services and make Warren even a better place to live and work. Vote Greg Reef for mayor of Warren November 8th. Early voting begins October 24th. Paid for by Greg Reef for mayor.
Warren has won the toss and have elected to receive. They'll be moving from left to right on your radio dial, from south to north. And David, you can see the excitement on the Monticello side. I don't see it that much on the Warren side here tonight.
It's another ball game for Warren.
Yeah, it's, we'll see how things come out. Any final comments you got before we get to tonight's ball game started?
We talked a lot about Monticello. Warren offensive line is healthy and back together. They were last week, and that caused a lot of people problems last week. I've noticed Traylon Jackson warming up, so he's back, which will help the secondary. Warren had a great night last Friday night. Here's hoping they can make it carry over.
Warren will receive, and going back deep for the Lumberjacks is going to be Dontavian Bruford, and also back there is going to be Cam Davis. They'll be back deep. Monticello will get set to kick it off. They'll be moving from right to left. Monticello will, from north to south here at Hyatt Field. And, you come to this stadium, and you come from Warren, you feel like you're right down on top of the field.
Right.
And the fans are as close. There's not a track in between. So it's a great atmosphere for high school football.
Yeah, like you say, they're right down. This is home field they've had. It's been renovated a time or two, but it's been here forever. And your two deep men just swapped sides of the field.
Landon Shaver will tee it up for the Billies. Cam Davis on the right, and Dontavian Bruford on the left. Back to return as this ball game is underway. It's going to be a high, short kick, going to be fielded by Malik Day up at the 20. Malik to the 25, hits the sideline at the 30, going to be up to 35, and finally chased down from behind up near the 39-yard line where they'll finally bring him down. So Warren will start the football game with very good field position.
Great field position. Malik Day's become a kickoff expert on the pooch kicks, hasn't he?
He has. He doesn't mind catching them and returning them. Traylon Jackson will start at running back, of course. Mad Dog, Maddox Lassiter at quarterback. AJ comes wide to right. along with Jalen Lee. And then you'll put Thomas wide to the left. Ball on the left hash mark as Warren will go to the first play from scrimmage here as Coach Embry checks the play off and calls it in. Monticello opens up in a 4-man front defensively, a 4-3 defense. Wanting to throw. Lassiter throws a quick pass. It's going to be behind Neandre Thomas out about the 47-yard line.
Rushed it a little.
So bring up second down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted about their own 39-yard line. Harden, your center, as the Lumberjacks come to the line of scrimmage again. On second and 10. Handed off, Trey Jackson. Jackson gets to the outside, breaks one tackle at the 40, gets it out to the 45-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 6. Coming up to make the stop for the Billies is going to be Tajon Tinsley.
Nice run by Traylon.
He's been nursing a sore ankle the last 3 weeks, but he's almost back at 100% tonight.
He looked 100% then.
Third down and a long 4 now for the Lumberjacks. Got the ball on the right hash mark now. Monticello's going to jump off sides, and that should be enough for a first down. Big defensive lineman over there, Trey Riley, the sophomore.
Isn't it nice to see somebody do that other than us?
That will be a first down. That's a KJ's Produce first down. 511 West Central Street in Warren. Hey, they've reduced the prices on all their fall decorations. That includes the mums, the corn stalks, the pumpkins, the gourds, anything they had that was fall decorations. Prices been reduced. So if you're looking for a bargain, go by and check it out tomorrow. They'll be open 511 West Central, KJ's Produce. On first and 10, Lassiter wanting to throw. Looking, has time, now forced out of the pocket. He's got room. Across the 45, the 40, going to hit the sideline and be bumped out of bounds. Down at the 37, make it the 38-yard line of Monticello.
12-yard pickup.
Good coverage down the field by the Monticello secondary.
Had plenty of time to throw. Nobody open. Found a seam. Took it.
First and 10, another KJ Produce first down. Lassiter again out of the gun. Twin receivers go wide left. As they'll leave it with Jackson. Jackson met in the hole before he gets even the backfield. Wow, coming through is that man that jumped off sides. He wanted to make up
for that, didn't he?
Trey Riley met Traylon as soon as he took the handoff. That's going to be a loss back to the 41-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 13 now for Warren.
Second 13.
Marcus Green's your left tackle for the Lumberjacks. That's where that defensive lineman came from. Lassiter wanting to throw, looking again, throwing out in the flat. AJ's going to slip down as he tries to make a adjust and get to the football, and that's going to be incomplete. So bring up third and 13.
A long third and 13.
Yeah, long third and 13. Lassiter again out of the shotgun. Trip receivers will go wide left. That's Thomas, Lee, and Jordan split wide to the left. Jackson moves up now as an H-back. He'll go empty backfield. Lassiter looking over the middle, throws for Rivera just off his fingertips down at the 25-yard line.
Not sure, but I kind of think Rivera heard footsteps coming.
Oh, well, it was a little high, and Irvin went up for it. Falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th and 13. He was open. Pass was just a little bit high.
Looks like Warren going to go for it.
Fourth and 13 for the Lumberjacks. Lassiter again out of the shotgun, straight drop, looking, firing down the middle of the field and way overthrown, intended for Jalen Lee. He had an open seam there. You know, the last 3 ball games, David, we've seen Lassiter come out and hit his first 5 passes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Tonight, not the case.
Not the case. He's 0 of 4.
Warren will turn it over on downs. And Monticello will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Bowman, your quarterback. He'll go with one back in the backfield. Twin receivers, they'll spread the field on either side. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Bowman again out of the shotgun. Hands it off right up the middle, and Rivera is going to make the stop on John Tavian Lambert, who gets it out close to the 44.
Pick up a 3.
Delfino Rivera wearing number 47 tonight. We've seen him wear 47, 57, and 87.
87.
Depends on where they play. 2nd down and 6 now for Monticello. Trip receivers come wide left. Bowman, wide receiver screen, thrown, it's caught, and Warren's going to play it pretty good as they'll stop him for a short gain of a yard. Pass is complete out here to Jamar Matthews on the wide receiver screen. Lee Johnson and Jalen Lee coming up to make the stop for the Lumberjacks.
If you notice, right before the snap, Lee Johnson ran to the line of scrimmage and jumped in that slot. He saw something.
3rd down and 5 now for Monticello. Bowman stays in the shotgun. Lambert is lone setback. One to throw again. Quick pass thrown. It's going to be overthrown. It'll go incomplete. That one intended again for Matthews. And Monticello's going to look at 4th down and 5. They're going to send the punting unit on. With 8:57 to play here in the opening quarter. 0-0 our score.
Wrong side of the 50 to go for it.
Ball is at the Monticello 45. Antonio Jordan's going to go back deep for the Lumberjacks. He'll stand around his own 25. Their punter is Jagger Hines, a sophomore. Gets a good snap, Warren with no pressure, and a high, wobbly kick. Jordan going to back up and take it at the 20. And return up to the 25. A flag comes in. He's hit it to 30. He's going to be bumped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But the flag's going to be back at the 25, and that's going to probably be a hold.
If they called it on Maddox last year, it was a terrible call because it was a good block. Let's see. Yeah, they're picking it up.
Ball will be spotted. They're going to wave the flag off. No flag on the play. So Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35 for their second possession tonight. And David, Warren came out a little flat on that first possession.
Yeah, things didn't quite click.
Jackson, your lone setback. Lassiter, the quarterback. Ball on the right hash mark at the 35-yard line. Lassiter leaves it with Jackson. Jackson quarters to the hole across the 40. Jackson out to the 43-yard line. And he's finally corralled there. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 2.
Nice job over there blocking by, that was Grays and who was it? Number I didn't see.
Handoff again, Jackson. Jackson out near midfield as he'll get it across midfield to the 49-yard line. That'll be a KJ's Produce 1st down. Hey, you know, they've got homegrown, locally grown tomatoes right now. Still got a few of those left. They've got some peas and some other beans. They have all types of sorghum and honey. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. Lassiter again hands it off. Flag comes in as he hands it off to Jackson. He'll cross the 45, get it down close to the 42-yard line.
I do believe we got motion, though. Yep.
Going to bring it back.
Bring it back.
It'll be 1st and 15.
This side they've been running over here. They've been running behind Harris and Robertson, and they have done an excellent job on this drive.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Lumberjacks. Warren will start behind the chains with this possession. 7:45 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Trip receivers come wide right. That'll be the short side of the field. On 1st and 15, Lassiter steps up, throws a wide receiver screen, and overthrows Jalen Lee. I mean, he's just standing out here 15 yards away from him, and again, the ball sails out of Maddox's hands and goes over the head of Jalen Lee. So it'll bring up second down and 15. Second down, 15 for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at their own 45-yard line.
Coach Hembry was frustrated with that when you see him stand there with his hands on his hip because he knew he had it set up.
Delfino will check in at tight end. Handoff. It's going to be Lassiter. Keeps it himself across midfield. Lassiter down close to the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 on the play. And Warren will be looking at third down and 6.
Third down and manageable.
Ball spotted at the Monticello 46-yard line. Second time we've been across midfield. Nothing to show for it yet. On third and 6, Thomas splits wide left. He's in man-to-man coverage. Jordan's over here on the short side. Maddox again going to keep it himself. He slips down at the 45-yard line. Coming up to make sure he didn't go any further was the linebacker, Blaine Hayden, the sophomore.
You know, that's the third time we've seen either a Warren or Monticello player slip down.
It'll bring up a fourth down and 6 for the Lumberjacks, and they're going to leave the offense out there and go for it once again. Coach Hembry's got a lot of confidence in his defense here tonight. Monticello, a 4-man front. Lassiter wanting to throw. Fires. It's complete. This one is complete to Antonio Jordan. Jordan across the 35, the 30, down to the 29-yard line as he's fighting off. Took 4 Billies to bring him down. And they'll pick up the first down. Another KJ Produce first down.
18-yard pickup.
KJ's Produce for all your Halloween and fall decorating needs, and they are at reduced prices. So go by and see them tomorrow. Take advantage of some great deals. 511 West Central in Warren.
Vehicle accident, get free estimates and professional body repair at Sandine's Body and Glass, 503 South Martin in Warren, or call 226-2281.
Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you long-term, or private rehabilitation. Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
Back here at Hyatt Field, the Lumberjacks have taken a 7-0 lead. We'll recap their scoring drive for you in just a second. Jacinto gets set to kick it off. Warren going to kick it deep. This one will be fielded at the 18. No, he hits it at the ground, picks it up at the 10, and returns it back to the 15, and he is stuffed right there.
Who was that? Number
7 on the return on the lick to make the tackle. Number 25 for the Lumberjacks. That is Augustin White.
And number 18.
That'll be Rivera.
Okay, Warren scoring drive, 9 plays, 60 yards, took 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Warren leads it 7-0. 4:55 left to play first quarter. Monticello from their own 15-yard line, moving from right to left on your radio. Bowman again, your quarterback. Lambert, the lone setback. Twin receivers go to either side. Going to hand it off to Lambert. Lambert trying to cut it outside. Warren's pursuit is there. They're going to stop him for a short gain of a couple. As Maddox Lassiter will get credit for the tackle. And also coming up, Jalen Lee making the stop for Warren.
2nd and 7.
They'll mark it out to the 17, so a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8. Monticello no huddle. They'll quickly come to the line of scrimmage. Again, they go with 4 receivers. Twins on either side. Warren playing them head up, man to man. Bowman puts a man in motion, and now somebody else jumps, and Monticello's going to start behind the chains.
It was going to be a sweep to the near side because that guard was pulling as hard as he could go.
So back them up 5. It'll mark it back to the 12-yard line. It'll remain 2nd down, but be 2nd down and 12. They spot the ball at the 13. So obvious passing situation. Warren a four-man front. Looks like they're going to run the same play. They put the same man in motion, wanting to throw. Fires it over the middle. Going to be incomplete. Pass intended out there for Tajon Tinsley. A little pressure on Bowman. Made him kind of sidearm the pass. So it'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Billies. 3rd and 13. Or 3rd and 12 from their own 13-yard line. Warren leads it 7-0. Big third down play here for the Warren Lumberjack defense.
The defense.
Bowman. Blitz coming. Bowman avoids the sack, airs it out, he's going to throw it away. Warren had the blitz coming from the outside, and David, that's Neo Harding. Neo Harding, he gets one thing on his mind, he's coming hard.
He's coming hard.
There's a flag back at the 20-yard line, so let's see what the flag is about. I don't know if Neo may have jumped off sides or not. May have been in the neutral zone. Ineligible receiver downfield against the Billies. Warren will decline it. It'll bring up a 4th down and 4th down and 12 for the Billies now. So an ineligible receiver downfield. Warren should get excellent field position out of this, as Monticello is going to have to punt from their own end zone, or standing at the goal line. Jordan is standing at his own at the Billies 40-yard line to receive the punt. Last time he had a 12-yard return. All right, everybody set. 4:11 left to play here in the opening quarter. Warren leading 7-0. Warren with no pressure. They'll let him punt it. It's a wobbly kick. Jordan will field it at the 45. Jordan cuts it up to the 40. Still on his feet, running backwards now. Now turns it up. Finally going to get it to the 40-yard line and be pushed out of bounds. He made it to the 40 3 times before he
ended up there.
Yeah. But Warren will take over in Billy territory at the 40-yard line, leading 7-0.
Great field position. Defense set you up good. Wherever.
DeAndre Thomas splits wide to the left. Antonio Jordan comes wide right. Rivera's in at the tight end. That's Delfino. Then you've got Irvin in as the H-back or the fullback spot. Lassiter out of the gun. Lassiter going to leave it with Jackson. Jackson across the 40, down close to the 35-yard line. Going to be a gain of 5 on the play.
Nice piece of running by Jackson.
They're running over behind on that left side of the line. That's Gavin over there at tackle, and Green is your guard over there.
Not a bad spot to run, is it?
And then you've got both Riveras lined up, one at tight end, one at the fullback or blocking back. They'll go that way again. Nope, fake it that way. Maddox keeps it himself. Maddox at the 30. Maddox lowers his shoulder at the 20 and will be brought down at the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds. And Warren will have another KJ's Produce first down at the 20-yard line of Monticello. If you headed to the deer camp, hey, they've got sweet potatoes, fresh tomatoes, peas. They've got it all there at KJ's Produce. Go by and check it out. Peanuts, something to have sit around the campfire. KJ's Produce, 511 West Central in Warren. Landon Wolf's checked back in at the running back spot. Lassiter going to leave it with Wolf. Wolf straight ahead. He's at the 15. Wolf down to the 10-yard line. Inside the 10 at the 9 where they'll mark him down. And we'll move the chains again for another KJ Produce first down. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Warren knocking on the door, leading 7-0.
Warren offensive line doing a great job, aren't they, Jimmy?
Wolf will take the handoff. Wolf at the 5. Wolf into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Landon Wolf.
Hermitage in Hampton, whatever your need is, we have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or online. Just see Tess or Ashley or call 870-226-2601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Warren will kick it off deep. Monticello lets it hit the ground. They'll finally pick it up at the 10, up over the 15 to the 20, and a short return out to the 23-yard line. Warren special teams doing a good job. Making the initial contact down there for Warren was Exmere Thomas.
Warren drive, 5 plays, 40 yards, 1 minute and 24 seconds.
After Warren sputtered on their first offensive possession, they put together 2 scoring drives.
And
now.
Jimmy, that was all on the ground.
Yeah. 14-0, Warren leads it. Monticello football, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Brooks Bowman at quarterback. Lambert, the lone setback. Going to hand it off to Lambert. Lambert cuts it up. Got a big holes across the 25, out over the 30, out close to the 35, make it the 37-yard line before he's finally brought down there. Jalen Lee and Maddox Lassiter combine on the tackle. But that'll be good for a Monticello Billy first down. So 1st and 10, first down of the ball game for Monticello. Comes with 2:07 left to go in the first quarter. Warren, a 4-man front, putting the linebackers up there. They're going to stuff it at the line of scrimmage for no gain. As Lambert still fighting, trying to pick up some extra yardage. Warren stuffed a hole there, and he had nowhere to go. Give him a gain of a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. So they'll spot the football out at the 38-yard line of Monticello. Ball on the right hash mark. Twin receivers come wide left. On 2nd down and 9, Bowman again going to hand it off to Lambert. Lambert, big hole this time across the midfield to the Warren 45. Going to be caught from behind and finally ridden down at the 35-yard line, as that was Cam Davis who ran him down from behind and made the tackle. So Lambert with the run. Lee Johnson also in on the stop for the Lumberjacks.
That left side's been wide open.
On 1st and 10 for Monticello from the Warren 35-yard line. Bowman will change the play now at the line of scrimmage as they look over Warren's defense. Warren in that basic 4-3. The linebackers have been really stuffing it up. There's Maddox Lassiter shooting the gap, and he'll make the tackle in the backfield. Lambert's going to be caught 3 yards deep in the backfield. All the way back at the 37-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 13 now for the Billies. Warren on top, 14-0. We've got 30 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Monticello, who struggled throwing the football in the first period. This drive has been all on the ground for them. Now they want to throw. Bowman rolling right, looking, wanting to go deep down the field, has a man open and overthrows it. Pass was intended there for Quay Rhodes.
And he had pressure coming. Was that?
That's Neely. Neo Hardy making.
Good old Neo. He was coming in a hurry.
Traylon Jackson was defending on the play, the cornerback, closest Lumberjack to it. Monticello will look at 3rd down and 13 now from the Lumberjack 37-yard line. Twin receivers go to either side. See if Warren brings the heat this time. Bowman.
Yes.
Yeah, here comes the blitz again. He unloads it, throws it over the middle.
What a catch.
Nice catch at the 30-yard line. Going to be short of the 1st down by a long ways. But making a nice grab there was Tajon Tinsley as he falls to the turf. And Monticello will have it 4th down. It's going to be 4th down and 5 from the 30-yard line, but that'll be when the second quarter begins. 14-0 our score. Warren leads Monticello here in the Saline River Shootout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of the winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaNet without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
14-0, Warren with the lead. Monticello looking at 4th down and 5 as we start the second quarter from the Lumberjack 30-yard line. Bowman out of the shotgun, twin receivers either side, straight drop, wanting to go deep, has a man wide open. It is going to be dropped at the 5-yard line. There wasn't a Lumberjack within 7 yards of it. And that was Jamar Matthews who drops the football.
First quarter, Warren 126 yards total offense, Monticello 52.
Warren leads it 14-0. Our friends at American Shifty Corporation, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football once again this year. Remember, they were founded in 1971. They've become the largest transmission and rear end builder in the country. If you're in the trucking business, give them a call at 501-945-0878. They can get you back on the road, or back in the woods, or on the job quicker than anybody else. So Warren will take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Play action. One to throw it, complete over the middle to Jordan. Antonio breaks the tackle at the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. One man to beat, and he's going to be tackled at the 5, make it the 6-yard line. Wow. Antonio Jordan, he's just a sophomore, David, but he is big and he is strong.
And dynamic.
I mean, he just ran through one tackle. It took another one down there to make a shoestring tackle on him to bring him down.
64-yard pickup, by the way.
Another KJ Produce first down, 1st and goal to go for the Lumberjacks. We're going to have Jordan at the Wild Lumberjack. Jordan takes the direct snap. He'll go over the left side, and he's into the end zone for the score. Antonio Jordan from 6 yards out. 2 plays, and the Lumberjacks are on the scoreboard. And they lead 20-0 with 11:15 to play here in the first half. Cornish will come on to do the holding. Jacinto to attempt the extra point. Jose Jacinto, the senior, been kicking for 3 years for the Lumberjacks. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it's through the upright. It's good, he's perfect. 21-0, Lumberjacks lead it. We're back after this timeout.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust. You'll find great bargains throughout the store during the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale. Smithfield bacon, 40-ounce bag, just $14.98. Honey Delight, 40-ounce bottle, only 98 cents. Fast barbecue sauce, 88 cents a bottle. Front sandwich, a 15-ounce can, 98 cents. And Shoppers Value Bleach, a 64-ounce bottle, just 98 cents. Nabisco Premium Crackers, a 1-pound box, $2.98. It's the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday in Warren.
21-0. Lumberjacks extend their lead. 2 plays on the drive. We'll recap it for you in a moment as they kick it off. It'll be taken by Lambert at the 20, up over the 25, the middle of the field to the 30, up to the 35, the 36-yard line, and finally going to be brought down there. Irvin Rivera in on the stop for the Lumberjacks. along with Cody Weatherspoon. But David Warren, that looks like the Warren of old.
Yep, 2 plays, 70 yards, 39 seconds.
And Warren goes up 21-0 here with 11:07 left to play in the first half. Monticello's offense is going to have to get something going. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. They'll stay with twin receivers, one on either side, a slot back to the short side of the field. Bowman out of the shotgun. Bowman going to keep it himself. Bowman picks his way through the line. He'll gain a couple. Maddox Lassiter's there to make sure he doesn't go much further. As he'll get it out close to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. And bring up 2nd down and 7 now for the Billies. Marcus Green going to check in on defense for the Lumberjacks. Neil Harding will come out. Give Warren a little bit more beef up front. That front 4. On 2nd down and 7. Slot man comes in motion to the wide side. Going to hand it off to Lambert. Lambert cuts it back against the grain. He's going nowhere. Lumberjacks stuff him in the hole. Bryson Harris is right there to throw him down. They got to give him a little forward progress of a yard, David, and that's all. Not much.
I think they were generous with that, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so. They're marking out near the 40-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and long now for the Billies. 3rd and 6. They'll stack receivers here on the wide side of the field. Ball's on the left hash mark. Billies moving from left to right here in the 2nd quarter. Bowman, one to throw. Wide receiver screen, going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Not going to get the first down as Warren will sling him to the ground out at the 42-yard line. Jalen Lee, Maddox Lassiter's in on the stop, along with number 77 for Warren, Tyrone Graves. And Monticello's going to look at 4th down and 4. And, David, they're going to leave their offense out there.
They've almost got to go for it. They're within a touchdown of in a blowout.
21-0, Warren leading. 4th down and a long 4. See if they try to draw Warren off sides or if they actually snap the football. Play clock down to 10. Bowman steps up. Play clock down to 5. Warren showing blitz. They'll rush 4. He wants to throw. He fires. It's complete over the middle for the first down. Breaks the tackle at the 45 to the 40. Lee Johnson's finally there. They're going to wrestle him to the ground at the 39-yard line. And, boy, that was a huge play from Monticello to complete the pass on 4th down and 5, or 4th and 4 from their own 40-yard line. They keep the drive alive. Gives them some confidence. 1st and 10 at the Lumberjack 39-yard line. Making that catch was Quay Rhodes. Another wide receiver screen again. This one's caught and immediately hit. There's Jalen Lee. How many times this year have we seen Jalen Lee jump on top of that wide receiver screen?
Oh, he knows it when he sees it line up, and it was just nothing.
Time he caught the football, Jalen Lee was there to make the tackle. A loss of a half a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Now for the Billies. Bowman leaves it with Lambert. Lambert straight ahead. Lambert's going to get it down to about the 36-yard line. Ball was, at the 39, so a gain of 3 on the play. Still bring up a 3rd down and a long 7.
That's a long 7.
3rd and long for Monticello. Warren leading 21-0. 7:52 to play here in the first half. The end zone by Neandre Thomas.
Badly underthrown football, and he released it too late. He had him open, but...
And laid it up in the air, and Neandre was able to run under it and intercept it in the end zone for the touchback. So Warren will take over and move it out to the 20-yard line, leading 21-0 with 7:35 to play in the half. They stop any threat by Monticello on that drive with the interception. First turnover of the ball game for either team. AJ goes wide right. Lee and Thomas come wide left. Lassiter snaps the football, wanting to throw it, throws it out here to Thomas. Thomas makes the catch at the 30. He'll get it out to the 31. That'll be good for another KJ Produce first down as they'll move the chains. You know, once Thomas makes a big defensive play, he's a young player, he's a sophomore, get him some confidence. You throw him the football there, and he almost broke that one.
Yeah, he did.
1st and 10, Lumberjacks again. Ball on the left hash mark. Lassiter wanting to throw again. Lassiter waiting, wanting to air it out. Thomas down the left sideline. It's going to be interference called against Monticello.
And just be bluntly honest, that was the only defense that kid had to play because he was toast.
Yeah. Zavarius Johnson, the defensive back there, he just lowered his shoulder and knocked Thomas to the ground.
Always been told when you're going to commit a pass interference, make sure he don't catch it.
So they'll mark off the penalty against the Billies and mark it out to the Lumberjack 46-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10, another KJ Produce first down. KJ's Produce, remember all their fall decorations, pumpkins, corn stalks, all that is going to be marked down starting tomorrow.
Did you see the time Maddox Lassiter had then?
On 1st and 10, Lassiter out of the gun, leaves it this time with Jackson. Jackson hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard, maybe 2 out of it. They'll mark him out at the 48-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 2 on the play. Coming up to make the stop on him, that was Blaine Hayden. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 now. 6:40 left to play here in the first half. Warren in control, leading 21-0. Lee and Jordan split wide right. Thomas comes wide left on 2nd down and 8. Monticello stays in a 4-3. Throw a quick pass to Thomas. Thomas has it at the 40. Sidesteps 1. Going to get it down to the 39-yard line. And Neon doing what he does best after he makes the catch. He makes people miss.
Yes.
That moves the chains for another KJ's Produce first down. Mark it at the 39-yard line of Monticello. Warren up 21-0 and wanting more here in the first half. Jordan and Lee split wide right again. Lassiter on first down, wanting to throw, looking left, looking again for Thomas, throws this one. It's a bullet, and it goes right through his hands. It was a little bit high.
A little high. And no finesse whatsoever. That was just an old-fashioned fastball.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Irvin Rivera is going to check in. He'll go in as a tight end. Jalen Lee will come out as a wide receiver. 2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Ball on the left hash mark. Warren has the wide side of the field to their right side. They'll run it that way. Nope, they fake it that way, and Lassiter's going to keep it himself. He's caught in the backfield, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds down at the 39-yard line. So no gain. And again, coming up to make the stop, there's your linebacker, Blaine Hayden.
Monticello sold out then. They having to do something, so they brought the house that time.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Warren will send the receivers back out. They'll go with trip receivers wide to the right. Rivera comes out. Jalen Lee checks back in. Thomas, Lee, and Jordan all split wide to the right. There's only 2 defenders out there. Lassiter wanting to throw, looking down the field, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Jalen Lee, who did not run a route, he was supposed to be the safety relief guy.
And he was wide open, wasn't he?
Yeah. Lassiter was looking downfield. So it'll bring up 4th down and 10 now for Warren. 5:09 to play in the half. Warren leading 21-0. So a 4th down. Warren has not punted on the night. They're going to go for it here.
They're going for it.
4th down and 10. Thomas comes wide left this time. Now Lee and Jordan split wide right. Monticello will show a 4-man front defensively. They'll drop 7 back in coverage. Lassiter now forced out of the pocket, running to his left. Lassiter looking, finally throws down the field. Going to be overthrown, intended there for Antonio. The secondary for Monticello did a good job.
They did. They had everything covered.
Well, Lassiter had all day to throw, just couldn't find anybody to throw.
Yeah, the defensive line did them no favors.
Number one Wash and Shine for all your car wash needs. Give them a call at 820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. They pick up and deliver. They'll do a wash job, a complete detail, whatever you want. Bring your car back all nice and shiny. That's Thomas Miller and his crew right there on South Main Street in Warren. Give them a call tomorrow, 820-2171. Monticello will snap the football. They'll hand it off to Lambert. Lambert straight ahead across the 40, out over the 45. Finally tripped up and brought down out at the 48-yard line. He's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 1. But before that, we got a flag. It's going to be offsides against the Billies. A false start on the offense. So we'll nullify the run, and they'll start behind the chains at 1st and 15.
They are, Monticello's a little itchy right now, that offensive line is.
Just under 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Warren leading 21-0. Monticello's football, 1st and 15 from their own 34-yard line. Bowman out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Lambert. Lambert cuts up against the grain. He'll get it out over the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 20. Again, goes with no huddle, just like Warren. Everybody standing there looking into the sideline, wanting the plays called in. Twin receivers come wide right, one goes wide left. Bowman, your quarterback, the junior at quarterback. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lambert. Lambert picks his way through the line. He gets it out to the 40 to the 41-yard line. He's going to get some of that yardage back, but it's going to be a 3rd and long once again now for Monticello. They need to get all the way out to the 49, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Ball spotted at their own 41-yard line. Shrimp, lobster tails, all kinds of goodies. You need to go check them out. That's Harold's Processing. Daniel Robinson out there on the Old Camden Road. Lassiter's going to hand it off to Jackson this time. Traylon clears it out to midfield. Be a gain of 2 on the play for the Lumberjacks. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. Rivera comes out. Jalen Lee checks in as a wide receiver. Look for Warren to take a shot down the field here with 2:05 left to play before half. They'll rush 4. Lassiter throws over the middle, complete to Antonio. Antonio breaks a tackle at the 30 and to the 20, and he's caught from behind at the 17-yard line.
But do we have a flag?
Yes, there's a flag. Back up here at the line of scrimmage.
Holding.
Oh, wow. So take all of that away. Nope, ineligible receiver downfield for the Lumberjacks.
I didn't know we had any offensive linemen that could move that fast, because that was a quick hitter.
Pass.
Yeah.
So they'll come back and mark the penalty off against the Lumberjacks.
I'm not talking bad about our linemen, but we don't have a sprinter in the bunch.
And that was a quick hitter on the pass. They'll mark the football back at the Lumberjack 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 19, or 2nd and 14, make it. 2nd down and 14. Jordan splits wide right. Thomas and Lee come wide left. Jackson, the lone setback in the backfield. Play action. Same pass. Throws it. This one's behind Antonio Jordan.
Although he got a hand on it even behind him.
It was his backhand, yeah.
I didn't say it was catchable football, Jimmy, but
he got a hand on it.
He got a hand on it.
That'll stop the clock with 1:32 left to play before half. Warren leading 21-0. Warren sputtered on their first possession, scored on their next 3, and then turned it over on downs on their last possession. Now looking at 3rd down and 13 from their own 45-yard line. Lassiter wanted to throw again. Lassiter under pressure, rolling to his left. Going to lose the football. It's on the ground, and they're going to rule it a fumble.
It's ruled a fumble.
Monticello will recover. Making the hit on him to knock the ball loose was going to be number 41. That's Brett Birch. And it's going to be Monticello football as they do rule it a fumble. It looked like his arm was going forward from here.
Yeah.
But the official says it's going to be a fumble. And Monticello will take over at the 40-yard line of Warren with 1:21 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts left. Lumberjacks still leading 21-0. As Monticello gets their offense back out on the field. They'll send twin receivers wide right. Twins go wide left. Lambert to lone setback. Bowman out of the shotgun. On first down. Leaves it with Lambert. Lambert trying to find a room. Nothing there. And he's going to be stopped for no gain. There's the front 4.
Yeah.
All in on the stop for Warren. You got Gavin. You got Harding. You also got number 58, Bryson Harris in there. And Landon Wolf. So that front 4 just clogged that whole line up. Second down and 10. Trip receivers go wide left this time. Bowman rolling to his left. Pressure coming from the backside. He throws it and short arms it.
He rolled right into the pressure.
It's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Quay Rhodes. That'll stop the clock with 50 seconds left. And Monticello looking at 3rd down and 10. Now you wonder, David, if Monticello doesn't pick up big yardage here, Coach Embry may call the timeout. 3rd and 10 for Monticello. From the Lumberjack 40-yard line. Trips come wide right on the short side of the field. Bowman, straight drop, pressure coming up the middle. He heaves it down the field. Jump ball going to be incomplete. Trey Jackson defending on the play. Pass intended for Quay Rhodes again. The incomplete pass stops the clock, and Warren doesn't have to use the timeout. So Monticello's looking at 4th down and 10 from the Lumberjack 40. Warren leading 21-0. They're going to leave their offense out there. And, you know, if they make it, get the first down.
They make it, they're in great shape. If they turn it over, it could get ugly.
On 4th and 10, twin receivers to either side. Bowman straight drop, steps up in the pocket, fires deep over the middle, is going to overthrow his intended receiver. Cam Davis with the coverage. Pass intended that time for Tajon Tinsley, and Warren's going to get it right back here with 38 seconds to go. Before halftime, Warren's going to get it at their own 40-yard line. And now we'll see what kind of magic Coach Embry can work with less than 40 seconds on the clock and all 3 timeouts. Jordan, Lee, and Thomas split wide right. Irvin Rivera is the tight end here on the near side to us. Ball on the left hash mark. Lassiter calling for it. Straight drop. They rush 3. Lassiter in trouble now, and Lassiter's going to be sacked back at the 35-yard line. Wow, getting through to make the hit on him, and we've called his name a couple of times tonight from Monticello. That's Trey Riley.
Yes. Warren takes the timeout.
While they do that, we'll remind you that our friends at Harold Processing out on the old Camden Road in Warren, they're open. And deer season's here. If you get lucky enough to bag a deer, well, carry it out there and let them process it for you. They'll clean it. They'll skin it, clean it, cut it up, package it up, and have it ready for you to take home. They're open 8 to 8. They're located at 1826.5 Old Camden Road. For all your deer processing needs, go see them at Harold's Processing on the Old Camden Road. Call 820-0795. American Shifty Corporation, proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. Again, they're the #1 big truck transmission, clutch, and rear end rebuilder in the country. They've been doing it since 1971. They offer a 1-year, no questions asked warranty. Give them a call at 501-945-0878. All right, 21-0. Lumberjacks lead it. 28 seconds remain before halftime. It's going to be 2nd down and 13 for Warren. Lassiter, one to throw. Has all day now. Throws it deep over the middle for Thomas. He makes the catch at the 35. Thomas going to be calf roped and brought down at the 33-yard line. They'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. That's 19 seconds left to play here in the half. Warren quickly coming to the line of scrimmage. They start the clock. Lassiter again out of the shotgun. takes the snap, and now an official timeout on the field. Monticello may have called the timeout.
I wonder.
Yep.
Yes.
Monticello called the timeout there. With 8 seconds left, I don't know if they'll put any time back on the clock. They don't usually in high school football.
No.
But Warren's going to get a chance to regroup here with 8 seconds. And now Coach Embry, I think he's asking maybe if they could put a little time back on the clock. I don't think he's going to get anywhere with that. Warren leads it 21-0. 8 seconds left to go before halftime. Monticello was not set defensively, and so they used a timeout there. I think one of their players injured on the play, Reed Case. Coach Embry's taking full advantage of it. He's taking a lot of time in that huddle.
Yes, he is. He's going to make them break up his party.
Neon Thomas is going to come wide left. Antonio Jordan goes wide right. Both of them in man-to-man coverage. Lassiter looking for Thomas. Now he's forced out of the pocket. Throws it over the middle. It's complete for a short gain inside the 25. With 3 seconds, Warren quickly calls the timeout there. So Warren will use their second timeout of the half. Was there a flag on the play?
Yes, holding on Warren.
Holding. So we'll mark off the 10-yard penalty against the Lumberjacks, and that's going to put it all the way back at the 45. That's going to take us way out of field goal range. Oh, man. We were getting close to with Jacinto's field goal range.
We were.
Warren's going to use their final timeout of the half with 3 seconds to go. They're going to spot the football back at the Monticello 49-yard line. So we're way out.
He's just going to heave it up now, probably.
It ended up being, if you marked it from the line of scrimmage, it was at the 31 is where the line of scrimmage was. They marked it all the way back to the 49. That's an 18-yard penalty. Now the officials are discussing a little bit of that. I think Coach Embry brought that to their attention. Monticello is going to go into a prevent defense. They're going to put 4 up here on the line and put everybody else back in the secondary. With 3 seconds left to go before half. Looks like Monticello is going to put 3 defensive linemen and then drop 8 back in coverage. It remains first down, but it's first down in a while. We're going to the end zone. Lassiter heaves it as far as he can. Jump ball in a crowd, going to be intercepted and returned back to the 10, the 20, back to the 30, the 40, midfield. Not going to go any further than the 45-yard line. As coming over to knock him out of bounds was Delfino Rivera. And that's the way the half's going to end. Warren leads it 21-0. As both teams head toward the locker room. And I don't think things have worked out quite the way Coach Embry's wanted to in a few series this half.
I don't think so.
He got a lot to talk about when he goes in at halftime. Warren leads it, though, 21-0. The Saline River Shootout, sponsored by Union Bank. Hey, that big trophy's on the line. Warren would like to take it back home again. And that's what they're fighting for. We are at halftime. Warren leads it 21-0. We'll be back at halftime in just a moment.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best. We all want the best. The best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown. Community finance, just like you.
Hello, Carl.
Sure to be sure. Are you about to be a Medicare
Medicare, or you turn 65 soon? Do you understand everything about Medicare? Wouldn't it be amazing if someone local could explain it to you and help you navigate the system? Well, my name is Patrick from Milton Insurance, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you get the best prices and best policies. All you have to do is give me a call on the insurance line at 352-2155. That's 352-2155.
State Representative Jeff Wardlaw is one of the most effective legislators at your state capitol. His experience matters for us in South Arkansas. He leads the fight for better health care for rural Arkansans. He is pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, and our proven conservative. We need Jeff's voice speaking up for us at the state capitol. When you vote this November, be sure and vote for State Representative Jeff Wardlaw, and let's keep him working for us. Paid for by the Wardlaw for State Representative campaign.
Back here in Monticello, 21-0 our score. The Lumberjacks with the lead over the Monticello Billies. Got some updates on some scores. Let's run through all the 4A for you, first of all. Harding Academy leading Riverview 16-0. Warren's up 21-0 over Monticello. Crossett on top of Helena, West Helena, 14-0. Star City's up on Hamburg at halftime, 29-0. Nashville all over Waldron, 34-0. Here's a surprise, I think. Arkadelphia, 1 point over Ashdown, 7-6.
Now, that's a ball game, isn't it?
I'm not sure if it's been played in Arkadelphia or at Ashdown, but I think Ashdown knows if they want to go to the state championship, they got to go through Arkadelphia to start with.
And they're playing with them.
Right now they are. 28-20 Lamar over Little Rock Hall. It's 41-6. Central Arkansas Christian over Dover. Truman leading Blytheville 23-15 at the half. Pocahontas over Jonesboro Westside 34-0. Highland up on Harrisburg 26-20. Is Rivercrest over Gosnell 27-14. Stuttgart was up on Heber Springs 21-0. And Gentry leading Lincoln 28-6. And Elkins over Ozark. That's a big rivalry game.
Yes,
there.
it is.
17-7. Elkins a surprise with the lead over Ozark at halftime. Those are some 4A schools, and those are some of the teams that we'll be talking about in a couple of weeks in the playoffs. You take the number 1 team, Arkadelphia, then you have Harding Academy, Malvern, Ashdown, Warren, McGee, Star City, all in the top 10. And we just talked about some of those, but we'll see how it all works out. And of course, Warren needing to win 2 of these last 3.
Right.
To ensure that number 1 spot. They're well on their way tonight with a 21-0 lead over Monticello at the moment. But we still got another half of football to play.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Anything can happen. It's 21-0 right now. Monticello's going to get the football to start the half.
They'll start it, and I'm sure Coach Harvey and the Monticello Billies are in it trying to regroup and figure out what they can do to find some weaknesses in this Warren defense, who has stifled them here in the first half.
They've had, in Monticello's passing offense, there's been quite a few drops.
Yeah.
You know, one time they had a touchdown and dropped it.
That would have made it 14-7.
7, yeah.
At the time.
And just flat dropped it.
It's Warren leads it here at halftime, 21-0, as we're just a few moments away left here at halftime. Again, I need to remind you that our friends at American Shifty Corporation have been in the big truck transmission rear-end building business since 1971. They've grown to be the largest transmission and rear-end builder in the country. They also do clutches, differentials, alternators, you name it. They can fix it all. And they'll get you back on the road and back on the job quicker than anybody else. Give them a call at 501-945-0878 or call Michael Adair locally in South Arkansas. I believe he lives in Little Rock now, but he still travels all over the state. 870-820-2028 is his number, and he'll make sure that someone comes to visit your location and see what kind of parts you need and get them to you as quick as they can. Number one Wash and Shine Detail Shop at 870-820-2171. Next time you want your car cleaned up. I know it's been hot and dry and dusty. You still need to get your car cleaned up. Give them a call at Number One Wash and Shine. Thomas Miller and his crew do a fantastic job. They wash my wife's car all the time. I don't have to do it. She just calls them. They come pick it up and they bring it back to her. And she's happy. I'm happy. You can be happy if you get your car cleaned up at Number One Wash and Shine.
Bound to be a song in that somewhere.
820-21. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
820-2171. Hales Processing out on the old Camden Road. They're back open. Deer season's here. You know, they're open year-round, but their busy time is now during deer season. They can process your deer meat and get it back to you and ready to go in the freezer or ready to go in the skillet if that's where you want it to go. They're open from 8 to 8. Give them a call at 820-0795. And don't forget that they've got their meat market back open with steaks, seafood, appetizers. They have all those great chicken meals and stuffed peppers and all that kind of stuff. Daniel does a good job making those appetizers right there in the store. They're all just about homemade, and guarantee you they'll be good. So give them a call at 820-0795. You can get ribeyes, you can get fillets, you can get T-bones, whatever he's got in stock at that particular week. He tries to watch the market, buy the best prices at the best meat, so he'll have it for you. And just give him a call ahead of time, and he'll have it cut up and packaged and ready for you to pick up. That's Daniel Robinson. Peanuts, what everybody calls him. 820-0795 is his number. We are at halftime. It is 21-0. The Lumberjacks lead the Monticello Billies here at Hyatt Field. The Saline River Shootout, sponsored by Union Bank. The winner gets to take that big 140-pound trophy home tonight. Hopefully, it'll be the Lumberjacks once again. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment.
Greg Reef is asking for your vote for mayor of Warren in the November 8th general election. Greg Reef is a lifelong resident of Warren. He graduated from Warren High School and the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Greg Reef has an extensive background in Warren municipal government and private business. Greg Reef desires to serve the citizens of Warren by working with the Warren City Council to sustain basic city services and make Warren even a better place to live and work. Vote Greg Reef for mayor of Warren November 8th. Early voting begins October 24th. Paid for by Greg Reef for mayor.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
With the Sonic 2 for $5 menu, mix and match a quarter-pound double cheeseburger, small jumbo popcorn chicken, or a Fritos chili cheese wrap. Any two for just $5.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing. The Sonic 2 for $5 menu. Sonic.
Exclusions apply. Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins. Fritos is a trademark of Frito-Lay North America Incorporated. Copyright 2022.
Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suites, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information. At First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton, whatever your need is, we have a solution. The First Century Club for those 50 and over. Free checking with a minimum balance must remain at $300 or above to qualify. Unlimited access to your account by ATM, phone, or online. Just see Tess or Ashley or call 870-226-2601 to get started today. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Hyatt Field, the Lumberjacks lead at 21-0. David, you said it. Monticello going to get the football to start the third quarter. Warren's going to kick off to them. It's going to be important, though, how well Monticello starts off this first possession.
It's going to be important for Monticello's offense, and it's going to be important for Warren's defense. Warren defense would love to pitch a shutout.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're going to have to do it right here, huh?
But they're going to have to do it at the opening kickoff of the second half.
for Warren offensively in the second half. I think we'll see more of them trying to establish the run game in the second half.
I think we'll still mix it up, but I think, yes, we're going to try to run the football and run the clock. Because as far as Coach Embry's concerned, a 21-0 ball game's just as good as a 52-0 ball game.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
All right.
And when you're coasting, when you're in the top and everybody's chasing you, the points don't matter.
Jacinto will tee it up for the Lumberjacks. Monticello expecting the high pooch kick. They're not going to put anybody back real deep. 15-yard line is as deep as anybody's going to go. And Jacinto is going to pooch kick this one. Going to be kicked here on the near sideline, fielded at the 32 and returned up to the 35, breaks a tackle to the 40, and finally slung out of bounds up at the 43-yard line. There's Neo Harding down on the special teams making the stop.
Boy, that was a tackle, wasn't it? It looked like he was going that way, and all of a sudden he was nowhere to be found.
They tackled him right there on the sideline. Monticello will start 1st and 10 at their own 43. Warren leading 21-0. Bowman stays at your quarterback. We got a new running back now, it looks like, for Monticello. It's going to be Jeremiah Franklin getting the start here in the second half. He'll line up there in the backfield. Franklin's a senior, 5'9", 165 pounds. Twin receivers go wide right, one comes wide left. Bowman on first down is going to hand it off. He's hitting the backfield by Maddox Lassiter and going to be slung around and manhandled. All the way back there to 33. They'll give his forward progress up to the 40.
That's one of those welcome to the ball game.
His first carry of the night. Maddox Lassiter made a form tackle on him. They're marking at the 40, so a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Lassiter with that linebacker spot and a run blitz coming is what they had called. And like we said, if either had Rivera, Lassiter, or Lee, one of those 3 linebackers blitzing all night long. Bowman hands off again. Bowman gets it to him, gets around the edge, out over the 45. He'll get some of the yardage back that he lost and be knocked out of bounds up at the 49-yard line. Lee Johnson there to finally run him out of bounds, as that was Jeremiah Franklin on the carry. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Need to get to the Lumberjack 42 for the first down. Ball spotted at the 49 of Monticello. Back into the ball game, Lambert takes the handoff. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage by Rivera. Delfino is going to bring him down for a loss back at the 47-yard line. So a loss of 2 on that play, and Monticello is going to be looking at 4th down and 6. Here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 6 for Monticello. Warren will show a 4-man front defensively. Linebackers sheet up. Here comes the blitz as Maddox almost jumped off sides. He gets back. Monticello changing the play now as they look in it. Play clock down to 7. Bowman calling for the snap. Gets it, wants to throw, has time, fires over the middle. Is going to be caught down at the 40-yard line. A circus catch made by the wide receiver there, Evan Beeler. David, that was a good catch.
That was a great catch.
Move the chains, it'll be a 1st down. Monticello going for it on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down at the Lumberjack 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Billies. Ball on the right hash mark. Billies moving from right to left here in the 3rd quarter. Hand it off, Lambert. Lambert caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Lassiter again.
Yeah. Lambert is getting up awful slow.
Yes. You can only be thrown down so many times before it gets you mentally and physically.
Lambert will check out of the ball game. Jeremiah Franklin checked back in at the running back spot. A loss of 3 on that last play. It's 2nd down and 13 now for the Billies. Ball spotted back at the Lumberjack 43. Bowman wanting to throw, rolling to his right. Heaves it down the field and overthrows his intended receiver there. Number 8, Luke Frost, was the intended receiver. He had the linebacker and Maddox Lassiter covering. He's actually the tight end.
Yeah.
That came out, and the linebacker picked him up.
Bowman almost threw that one underhanded. He's kind of under shell shock, too.
3rd down and 13 now for the Billies. They'll send in another wide receiver, go with 4 receivers this time. Trips to the right, 1 comes wide left. 3rd and 13. Warren showing blitz again as here comes Lassiter. And from the outside, Wolf comes. They throw a screen over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Jalen Lee's right there to help knock it loose from Quay Rhodes, who was the inside receiver coming underneath, trying to get the screen inside. It
was going to be no gain no matter what happened then.
It'll bring up 4th down and 13. And Monticello's going to send the punting unit on. Warren
Interesting.
21-0. Warren on top, 21-0.
I'd sure make sure he punted it, though.
9:08 left to go, 3rd quarter. AJ's going to go back deep and stand at his own 15-yard line to await the punt of Jagger Hines. A good snap. Wobbly end-over-end kick. Jordan's going to field it at the 16. Return it up to the 20. Gets to the 25, the 30. Sidesteps 1 and going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. Hustling down on the special teams for the Billies is going to be Reed Case. Senior, he's 6'2", 250 pounds. And he slings Antonio down right at the 30-yard line where they're going to mark him. So Warren will have it for the first time here in the 3rd quarter, leading 21-0 with 8:56 left to play in the 3rd period. And Warren's going to open up with 3 receivers. And how about this? We're going to see Cody Weatherspoon in at the running back spots. We may have seen all of Trey Jackson.
Could have.
Play action. Wide receiver screen complete to Jalen Lee. Picks up a block, 30, 35, 40. He's going to be bumped out of bounds up at the 44-yard line. As Jalen Lee, after the catch and run, is going to pick up a KJ's Produce. 1st down. Remember, they've marked down all their fall decorations, their mums, their flowers, their corn stalks, the pumpkins, the gourds, all your fall decorating needs have been price reduced. Go check it out tomorrow and see what bargains you can find at KJ's Produce, 511 West Central in Warren. Same formation, trip receivers wide left. Weatherspoon, the lone setback on 1st and 10. Lassiter gets the snap, hands it off to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon straight ahead across midfield. He'll get it in Billy territory down to the 48-yard line before he's finally brought down there. Nice run.
Nice run
by Cody Weatherspoon.
Nice work by the offensive line.
Picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2 now for the Lumberjacks.
You can't say enough about the offensive line tonight. No. They have dominated. So has the defensive line. They've taken over this football game from the get-go, basically.
2nd down and 2 for Warren. Handoff again to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon's got the 1st down. He'll carry it inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. And we'll move the chains, and that'll be another KJ's Produce 1st down here with 8:05 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
A 6-yard pickup by Weatherspoon.
Weatherspoon will come out of the game now, and Landon Wolf will check in at running back. So Wolf out of the pistol formation, play action. Now Lassiter's going to keep it himself on a quarterback draw as he's dragging players with him. Maddox all the way down inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. And David, he was carrying number 75. That's Zach Jacobs. He's 5'10", 260 pounds. And Maddox Lassiter,
he's just carrying him with him.
It's like he was pulling a plow behind him. And that's another. Nope, picked up 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1, less than a yard for the Lumberjacks. Ball at the Monticello 32-yard line. Lassiter leaves it with Wolf. Wolf, big hole. He's at the 25. Lassiter will make it Wolf. Carries it all the way down close to the 21-yard line. We'll move the chains. Another KJ's Produce 1st down. Go by and check out the fresh produce they've got. They've got homegrown tomatoes grown right here in Arkansas. They've also got Arkansas-grown sweet potatoes, some watermelons, cantaloupes. They still got a few of those, but you need to go get them soon because they're going to be gone before long. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the 21 of Monticello. Wolf gets the call again. Wolf goes to the outside, breaks a tackle, gets it inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. And that's Blaine Hayden on the stop for Monticello. They'll spot the football down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 now for Warren. Warren up 21-0 and knocking on the door here in the 3rd quarter with 6:17 to play in the 3rd. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Wanting to throw the jump ball in the corner to A.J. The ball is going to be up in the air, and it is going to be incomplete. Double coverage on Antonio there in the corner. It's kind of a comeback route. He throws it up.
Throws it up and lets him come back and go after it.
But he's in between 2 defenders there, and comes up incomplete. And now for Warren. And Warren goes big. They go with the 2 tight end set, 2 blocking backs. Antonio Jordan's going to be the quarterback. He'll take the snap, same play we saw earlier. And he'll score. Antonio's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. But Antonio gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Warren goes up 27-0 here with 5 minutes and 1 second left to play in the 3rd quarter. Reese Cornish does the holding. Jacinto will attempt the extra point. Jose been perfect on the night. Snaps down. The kick's on its way, and it is good. 28-0. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in just a moment.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Warren will kick it off again. A high kick going to be fielded and returned. A short return. They fielded at the 33, returned up to the 37-yard line. And again on the return there was Tajon Tinsley. And David, he barely did avoid a collision with Jalen Lee.
Yes, that was Jalen Lee was crashing down hard on him.
And he just sidestepped him to avoid the contact. Warren gets on the board here in the 3rd quarter, though, and they lead 28-0. Put together a nice drive here for their first one. 2 on the play. And Warren did a good job getting in there. Somebody got a hand in there and tripped him up. So a loss of 2. Just got an updated score. Star City has invoked the sportsmanship rule on Hamburg. They lead at 36-0 in the 3rd quarter. Second down and 12 for Monticello. Bowman out of the shotgun. Twin receivers wide right. Bowman, play action. Pressure coming. Hardington is back, and he's just going to throw it away.
And Bowman is slow getting up.
Neo Harding blindsided him. He came from nowhere. He felt the pressure, though, and got rid of the football. And you can see Bowman shaking his head. He may have a few cobwebs up there.
Yes.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 12 for Monticello. From their own. So they're going to spot it back at the 35-yard line. Yeah, that's where the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. You got Neil Harding up front for Warren right now. Tyrone Grays is up there, number 58 for Warren.
Harris and Wolf.
Bryson Harrison and Wolf, your front 4. And Warren showing blitz. They'll back it off, bring the pressure from the corners. Bowman comes out of the pocket, steps up, fires deep down the field. Going to throw it. It's almost picked off by Neon Thomas. Neon Thomas was there along with Cam Davis.
Bowman's feeling these hits, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's slow and getting
He is real slow.
He got hit on that one after he released the football, didn't he? It'll bring up a 4th down and 12 for Monticello. They'll send their punting unit on for the second time here in this third quarter. Warren leads it 28-0. AJ going to go back deep. Jordan will stand at his own 35 and await the punt of Hines. Low snap comes rolling back to him. He picks it up off the turf. A high end-over-end kick. Antonio calls for the fair catch up at the 38-yard line. That's where Warren will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 38. Dave, that's about where they had their last drive that they scored.
37 was the last. 30 was the last drive.
So they went 70 yards on that last one?
Yes, 9 plays, 70 yards. 3 minutes and 55 seconds was that one.
Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
And as you say, I expect a heavy dose of run right here, too.
Weatherspoon will be your running back, the sophomore. Lassiter, the quarterback. Trip receivers come wide right. Lumberjacks moving from left to right here in this third quarter. Lassiter going to keep it himself. He pulls it out of Weatherspoon's belly. Lassiter over the 40, 45, midfield. Going to be bumped out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Lassiter, oh, you can hear the crowd, I'm sure. He lowered his shoulder. The defender was whose first down at the Monticello 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Lumberjacks. Lassiter this time hands it off to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon picks his way through the line. He'll carry it inside the 40 down to the 39. That'll be a gain of 5 on the play. And Warren will face a look at a 2nd down and 5 from the Monticello 39-yard line. You got Harton at center. Marcus Green's your left guard. Weston Gavin's your left tackle. Over here on the right side, you got Bryson Harris at the guard, and the tackle here on the right side is Terrence Robertson, and they have done a fantastic job.
They have.
2nd down and 5. Put Thomas in motion, hand it off to him on the jet sweep. Neon turns the corner. He's at the 35, cuts it to the outside to the 30, fighting for more yardage. He'll be finally pushed out of bounds down around the 30-yard line. Neon Thomas on the carry, going to move the chains, and another KJ's Produce 1st down. With 2:47 left to go here in the third. Warren leading 28-0. Delfino Rivera stays in at the tight end spot. Irvin stays in at the blocking backs, that fullback spot. Weatherspoon will stay in at the running back. And Lassiter, your quarterback, on 1st and 10 from the Monticello 30-yard line. Warren with another touchdown, an extra point, can invoke the sportsmanship rule, and now Warren going to have a procedure call. So we'll mark them up 5. And David, Coach Embry talked about they've been getting 4, 5, 6 of those a game. Last couple they had 2 or 3. Tonight, what is that, 3?
That's the 3rd penalty for 20 yards.
Pretty
2 motions and a hold.
Pretty clean night for the Lumberjacks. 1st and 15 now as they'll spot it back at the 35-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Lassiter 1 to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll take off at the 30. Lassiter loses the football. It's on the ground at the 18. And I think Monticello has it. Warren says they have it. Monticello says they have it. We'll let them unpile.
Only one person catch.
Spiel 93.7. Recovered that fumble. So Monticello will take over after the turnover there. 2nd one of the night against Warren. One was an interception. Here a fumble. And Monticello gets it at their own 18-yard line. With 2:34 to play in the third, Warren leading 28-0. Lambert's back in at the running back spot for the Billies. Bowman at quarterback. Both of them have taken a beating tonight. Handed off to Lambert. He's hit. As soon as he gets the football, he'll gain a yard out to the 19. Gavin in on the stop for the Lumberjacks. Weston doing a good job. Make it 2nd down and 9 for Monticello now.
In the third quarter, Monticello has -2 yards rushing.
Wow. Second down and 9 now for the Billies from their own 19. Bowman getting the signal from the sideline. Now the play clock run down. It's down to 5. Lambert moves over on the left. Wide receiver in motion to the wide side. Wanting to throw it. Bowman looking over the middle. Fires complete at the 25. Picks up a block out over the 30. Out over the 40. Midfield down the right sideline and finally forced out of bounds as Neon Thomas will finally knock him out of bounds. Making the catch and the run there for Monticello was Tajon Tinsley. He's fast.
Yes.
He's only 5'5", 145 pounds. But he'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for Monticello at the Lumberjack 44. They'll go up tempo now. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Bowman takes the snap, hands it off to Lambert. Lambert trying to come outside. Ball.
No, go. Landon Wolf, and he still got whooped.
And the flag comes here for holding. So they'll mark off the penalty, the holding call. 1:33 to play in the third quarter. Monticello's going to start behind the chain. They haven't been penalized very much either.
Not a lot. No, let's see. 4 penalties for 10, 20, 35 yards.
It'll be 1st and 20 here. They'll spot the football. Bowman out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, straight drop. Steps up, goes deep down the field, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be pass interference.
But, you know, Warren's defender was running, and the Monticello player ran up his back. And the Warren player is shaken up because he's got cut from behind by the Monticello receiver and kind of fell on his leg awkwardly. They're going to call it against the Lumberjacks, though. They'll call the pass interference. And they're out there checking on the injured player. Warren crowd not going to like that at all. And Coach Embry is out there. He can't believe it either. The player shaken up is Cam Davis.
Cam Davis.
And he's already been
shaken up.
Or he was missed last week due to an illness. Going to get up favoring his left arm, it looks like. They're going to mark the penalty off against the Lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to spot it down at the Warren 39-yard line.
9 out of every 10 pass interference will go against the defense. That's natural.
It's going to be first down. It'll remain first down, but it'll be 1st and 5. Okay, they didn't move the chains. Not an automatic first down. Bowman out of the shotgun on 1st and 5. Takes the snap, wants to throw again, fires. This one has a man open at the 25. Going to be hit and brought down back at the 27 as Maddox Lassiter chases him down. Making the catch there, Evan Beeler. They'll move the chains for Monticello, and this will be the deepest they've been in Warren territory.
Yes.
Down at the Warren 26. It'll be 1st and 10 Billies. Warren leading 28-0 with 55 seconds left to go in the third period. Franklin checks back in at the running back spot. Bowman wanted to throw. Throws, has time, underthrows this one as it skips into his intended receiver, Jamar Matthews. That one was underthrown, threw off his back foot, didn't have anything on it. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now.
He was trying to figure out where the pressure was coming from. He wasn't worried about no receiver.
On 2nd and 10, ball on the left hash mark. Twin receivers go wide right. Twins come wide left. Bowman again. Steps up, now throws over the middle, complete. Maddox Lassiter is going to horse collar the receiver, and the flag will come in. Making the catch there was Quay Rhodes. But Lassiter had him by the shoulder pad, the collar.
I'm going to go with that call.
That's a good call.
Yeah. Made
the tackle, but they'll move the chains again. Monticello will stay alive. It's 28-0. Billy's finding some success through the air. here on this drive.
Oh, come on, let's be honest. They're not finding any success in the air. They're finding success by Warren's defense making mistakes.
The penalties, okay.
There's a big difference.
It'll be 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll mark the football down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Billies. Bowman, straight drop, looking, throws toward the end zone, intercepted. Neon Thomas, his second interception of the night, and he brings it out of the end zone. Out to the 10, the 15, still on his feet at the 20, the 25, and finally going to be corralled out at the 31-yard line. Oh, wow. Neon Thomas.
He just cut that route off, didn't he?
Caught it 2 yards deep in the Billies' end zone. Brings it all the way back out to the 31-yard line. His second interception of the night. And Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31. And twice tonight, Neon has intercepted a pass in the Billy end zone. 28-0. Warren leads it. 11 seconds to go at the end of the third quarter here. Lassiter out of the shotgun. Weatherspoon in at the running back spot. Monticello with a 5-man front now as they hand it off to Weatherspoon. Big hole at the 40. Weatherspoon lowers his shoulder, gets it out to the 43-yard line, and that's where Warren will have it. Another KJ's Produce first down. It's for a gain of 11.
Only thing about playing that 5-man front, when you break that front, you got to have somebody that can tackle in space.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter here at Hyatt Field. The Lumberjacks lead the Monticello Billies 28-0. We're back in just a moment.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Automotive Superstore in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ARC limits without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today at Ryburn Automotive Superstore, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Automotive Superstore, a proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Warren Bank and Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Whether you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat, just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Warren Bank and Trust Company. Let them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
As we get set to start the fourth quarter, Warren leads it 28-0. Warren 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard. Their money's worth tonight.
Oh, yeah.
With the first down Warren's having.
Warren, the third quarter, 125 yards total offense. Monticello 70.
And most of that came on one play.
One play, yeah.
1st and 10, Lumberjacks at the Monticello 45. Lassiter hands it off again to Weatherspoon. Straight ahead, big hole, 40, 35, down to the 30 to the 29-yard line. Cody Weatherspoon moves the chains for another KJ's Produce first down. Go by and check it out tomorrow. All their fall decorating things have been reduced. Their flowers, their pumpkins, their gourds. You'll find it all at reduced prices, so go check it out. Weatherspoon, another handoff, another big hole. Weatherspoon to the 20, to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And Cody Weatherspoon going straight ahead, and he comes up, and he wanted to come out. He's holding his left wrist. We saw Cam Davis. They had an ice pack on his left arm. Now Cody Weatherspoon comes out voluntarily. Jalen Lee's going to check in at running back now for the Lumberjacks.
72 yards on 7 carries for Weatherspoon.
Lee gets the carry. Jalen straight ahead, goes down to about the 10-yard line. Then he's going to be driven backwards. So coming up to make the stop was Ty Guthrie for the Billies. Mark it just inside the 10. A gain of 4 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now for the Lumberjacks. Warren up 28-0. Hoping to invoke the sportsmanship rule if they can push it in here. Lassiter out of the gun. Lassiter going to hand it off Jalen Lee. Jalen cuts back against the grain to the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Some nifty running there by Jalen Lee.
Yes.
He saw a little open seam, cut back to his right, and picked up another 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and goal. No, 3rd and 1. Warren can pick up a first down. So Warren can pick up a first down. We're going to see Antonio Jordan line up in that wild lumberjack. He'll take a direct snap. It's worked twice tonight. As now Coach Embry waiting before he calls the play, as the officials are still discussing things down there. They're going to bring the chains out and measure, David. They thought maybe it was closer to the first down marker than they realized when they spotted the football. As they stretch the chains while they do that, we'll remind you that Harold's Processing down on the old Camden Road is open for all your deer processing needs. You need to go see them. If you get lucky to harvest a deer this week or here in the weeks to come, don't forget Harold's Processing. Open 7 days a week from 8 to 8. You can give them a call at 820-0795. Located out there at 1826 and a half on the old Camden Road in Warren. It was good for the first down. So 1st and goal to go. Lassiter hands it off Jalen Lee. Jalen, he's nowhere in the line of scrimmage, and boy, I mean, he's leveled right there. Monticello had the blitz coming from the outside. Coming through for them was Jagger Hines. Came off the edge. Gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3 now for the Lumberjacks. They'll put Delfino at tight end on the right side. Irvin, the H-back, blocking back over there. They run right behind him as they give it to Lee again. Lee caught from behind. He'll get it down to the 2-yard line. So another gain of 1. And Hines again. He's coming all the way from the backside to make that tackle. Done it twice in a row now. It's 3rd and goal from the 2 for the Lumberjacks. Lassiter calling for the ball. Lassiter hands off again to Lee. Leads this time. He's in there standing up. Warren goes up 34-0. They're an extra point away from invoking the sportsmanship rule for the 2nd time in as many weeks. And did it last week against DeWitt. The 2nd time this season if Jacinto can make the extra points. Reese Cornish does the holding. Jose Jacinto, the kicker. And we're missing somebody on the extra point team. So we got to get some personnel out there. And they're going to have to hurry. Only 6 seconds left. 3 seconds on the play clock. Warren's going to have to take a delay of game. And it'll be just a little bit further for Jacinto to kick it, but he's got the range. Number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop. You need your car cleaned up? Give Thomas Miller and his crew a call at 870-820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. They will pick up and deliver. So tomorrow, while you're cleaning house, call them. That's 820-2171. Number 1 Wash and Shine Detail Shop on South Main in Warren. All right, here we go. Back at the 15. Bobbled the snap. The kick is no good.
That's it.
And that's a dead ball. So Warren did not invoke the sportsmanship rule. It's 34-0. Warren leads.
Minute Maid and Phantom Products, 2-liter bottles, 3 for $5. Boneless beef chuck roast, just $3.98 a pound. Essential everyday charcoal, a 15-pound bag is just $6.98. It's the Super Value Weekend Blowout Sale through Sunday at Super Value.
More important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th at facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
34-0. Warren leads it. Monticello's going to get the football with 8:34 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Jose Jacinto is going to kick this one and kick it semi-deep toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Monticello will get it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line to start this drive. But, David, even here in the second half, Warren has dominated Monticello, both offensively and defensively.
Not even been a ball game second half.
34-0. Warren led 21-0 at the half. And Warren done a lot of it on the ground here in the second half.
Just about all of it on the ground. I think we've thrown, let me look here. We've thrown twice and had one completion for 14 yards.
Neon Thomas with 2 interceptions on the night. Monticello will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. Bowman out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. That's his second back. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, not going anywhere. Coming up to make the stop. That's Exmere Thomas making the stop on Franklin. Exmere Thomas with the stop.
No gain.
2nd down and 10 now for Monticello. Clock will continue to run. Both teams have 2 timeouts left here in the second half. Monticello in no hurry. They're going to burn all the time they can. Keep Warren from getting the football if they can. Hand off again to Lambert. This time he's hit for no gain. Back to the 35-yard line. This time they tried to come to the right side. There was Neo Harding in there. Jalen Lee in on the stop for the Lumberjacks. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Billies. And those guys, you take Bowman, you take Franklin, this running back, and then the other running back, Lambert, they have both all taken a beating.
They have.
I mean, Warren's defense has just really played some smash-mouth football. 3rd down and 10 now for Monticello. Passing situation. Bowman throws it, has a man complete, has the 1st down as he'll step out of bounds. Out at the 47-yard line, and making the catch out there is Evan Beeler. Beeler makes the catch. They'll move the chains. So Warren, even though they've had 2 interceptions tonight, David, anything that you could say that they have not done very well is defend the pass, just like last week.
Right.
But they bent but not broken. 1st and 10, Billies out at their own 47. Warren with a 4-man front. Warren, they're going to hand it off. Lambert trying to stretch it to the edge. Turns the corner at midfield to Lumberjack territory to the 45. Jalen Lee hangs on, slings him out of bounds. Down at the 44-yard line. As that was Franklin on the carry. He's going to carry down to the 44, so it'll be a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 now. How about 2nd and 1? A gain of 9 on that play. The wind starts to pick up some. Blowing in the press box here. On 2nd down and 1 for Monticello. Bowman hands it off straight ahead. Franklin, it'll depend on the spot if he gets the 1st down.
I think he's going to have it.
Warren's got a couple of fresh jerseys in there. In on the stop for Warren that time was J.D. Tillman. He's playing a linebacker spot. It is good for the 1st down. So they'll move the chains. Monticello will have the 1st down with 6:50 left to play. Here in the 4th quarter, Warren up 34-0. Twin receivers come wide right. Bowman. Hand off again. Franklin, and he is hit. And boy, he is hit hard.
But
Tillman came up and laid a lick on him along with 58, Bryson Harris. And Bryson's going to come off the field voluntarily holding his left hand. Weston Gavin will check back in. So we've had 3 Lumberjacks come off holding their left hand. You had Cam Davis was 1, then you had Cody Weatherspoon, and now Bryson Harris come off. They'll tend to him on the sideline. No gain on that last play. 2nd down and 10. Got a new running back this time. Bigger back. He's hit at the line. Ball comes loose. They blow it dead. In on the stop for the Lumberjacks. Exmere Thomas getting his name. He's making all the most of his playing time. The ball carrier was number 6. That's Hayden Carter. A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Billies as we're going under 5.5 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter. Warren leading 34-0.
Monticello would love to score, but they don't want Warren to have the football back.
Bowman out of the shotgun on 3rd and long, wanting to throw. Throws it out to a flat, complete to the back out there. Makes the catch, runs it back across the field, and he's going to be slowed down at the 39-yard line. Going to be well short of the 1st down. That was J.D. Tillman coming up to make the stop on him. Making the catch out there was number 7, Quay Rhodes. It'll bring up a 4th down and 5. So a gain of 3 on that play. 4th down and 5 from the Lumberjack 37-yard line. The running back is Hayden Carter. He'll line up on the left side of Bowman. 4th down and 5. Bowman looking into the sideline. Now gets the play. Calling for the signal. Now gets it. Throws it out in the flat. Jumped on it. Oh, Neon Thomas almost came up with his 3rd pick of the night. He batted that one down.
Be Warren football.
Warren will turn it. They'll turn it over on downs. The Lumberjacks will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37. But Neon Thomas, what a night he's had defensively.
He's had a great night defensively.
And offensively. Caught some passes.
Yes.
When Warren needed some passes.
Warren's leading receiver tonight.
1st and 10 Lumberjacks. 4:24 left to go. And Coach Embry's going to call off the dogs, it looks like. We're going to see a lot of fresh jerseys out there. All right, you're going to see Antonio Jordan's going to be your quarterback. Cody Weatherspoon, good to see him back in the game. He went out voluntarily a moment ago. And then you got a whole new offensive line for the Lumberjacks. A whole new offense. Jordan takes the snap, leaves it with Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon going to be hit after about a yard gain. They're finally going to blow it dead. Out at the 39-yard line. So a gain of almost 2 on the play. Maybe a little bit more than that. A gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Jordan, your quarterback. Now your running back is Weatherspoon. Okay. J.D. Tillman's in at the blocking back. Race Frazier's in at a tackle spot. I'll try to get the rest of some of these numbers for you. The handoff going to be an end around to Devontae Bluford. Bluford across midfield. Bluford to the 40, the 30. Going to be bumped out of bounds inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. Oh, wow. Dontavian Bluford. He's a senior, David. He's 5'5", 140 pounds, and Coach Embry and the coaching staff get him an opportunity there.
He gets to touch the football here.
Moves the change for another KJ's Produce 1st down at the Monticello 27-yard line with 3:37 left to play in the game. Warren on top, 34-0 with the 2nd string offense out there. Jordan calling for the snap, gets it, hands it off to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon straight ahead inside the 25. They'll stand him up at the 22-yard line and finally blow it dead there. So Weatherspoon running straight ahead. Let's see who else we got on the field. Number 65 for Warren is Treston Green. 57 for Warren. They don't have a name for 57. Number 78's out there. That's Riley Burns at tackle. Let's see. 63. That's going to be Alex Wardlaw. He's in at the center spot. Hand off to Weatherspoon again. Weatherspoon trying to slips down.
Falls down.
He'll fall down right at the line of scrimmage at the 21-yard line. And Warren will be looking at 3rd down and 5. We're down to 2:35 left to play in the ball game. Warren up 34-0. Coach Embry, he's going to let time run down here. No, he's going to send the play in. 3rd down and 5 for the Lumberjacks. 2nd string offense out there. Hands it off to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon cuts back against the grain. Got the 1st down inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Cody Weatherspoon Moves the change for another KJ Produce first down. And Warren knocking on the door again at the 15, make it the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play. Jordan going to take the knee here. And I think that's what we'll see Warren do.
Yeah.
As they'll let the play clock run all the way down. A minute 45 left to go. Warren on top, 34-0. Lumberjacks are going to stay perfect in conference play. I don't think the standings in the 8-4A are going to change.
They're not going to change the lick.
Because Warren's going to win. Star City was winning. DeWitt was off tonight, so they'll stay in third place. McGee may move up to fourth place if they win and beat Dumas. And then this fifth spot's still going to be open tonight between Crossett and Monticello. It's been how they finish up the season. All right, Warren will come up. They go into a victory formation almost as Weatherspoon's about 8 yards off the ball behind Antonio Jordan. He'll take the snap again and then take the knee. They'll reset all the clocks. Warren will have to snap it one more time, and this ball game is going to be history. That big trophy, sponsored by Union Bank, going to go back to Warren and stay at the Lumberjack house for another year. So the Warren will get to carry that trophy home. Back tonight, they'll have the trophy presentation down on the field. As Warren's going to snap it for the final time here tonight as Antonio let the play clock run down, now takes the snap, and that's going to be your ball game. Our final score here tonight, 34-0. The Lumberjacks get the win over the Monticello Billies. And Warren improves to 6-0 in conference play. Monticello will fall to 3-3 in conference play. And Warren stays atop the 8-4A with 2 games remaining. They'll play next week